put that pillow up because people walking in the back kept getting in the frame, which is usually not a big deal, but when it like takes my attention away or your attention away from me, I should say. Um, I've changed my thing on Rover to a completely different city. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Like I'm just kind of messing around with it. I know there's other apps I can also use, like Wag, and I'm thinking about like going to a shelter or something. I've been kind of scoping out some like shelters to see if there's some sort of like thing I can do where it's like some sort of volunteer, you can come walk the dogs or take the dog out for a day or something. And if I can find that, then I'll look into that and see if like they'll provide the harness and everything, and then I can take their dog on a walk and take some nice pictures. Because the families I've been dog sitting for so far, they don't do harnesses. I like one of the dogs had a harness, but like, so I couldn't take any pictures because when I was walking them, at least one of them would have a collar on, and I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. So what I want to do is get um, some like better pictures of me walking the dogs and stuff, just to kind of help expand my profile and make it look better. I keep looking at the wrong side. I thought the camera was on that side, but it's on that side. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna get that and see like going to a new place, like what happens or whatever. And where I'm going, it's more like the lifestyle that I want to live. Like you can walk, you can bike, and that kind of thing. So I'm hoping that by raising my rates a little bit on Rover, not by much, but just a couple of dollars per night more than what I was charging before, and then being in a new location, I'm hoping that I'll get some new clients. I don't know if that has anything to do with like where I'm at on the list and like all that stuff. I know that when I first signed up onto Rover, they kind of gave me 2 clients just off the bat, so hopefully things will pick up. I'm kind of wanting to do some more advertising and stuff, but haven't really thought about how I want to handle that. If I want to do business cards or if I want to do a magnet on the side of my car or what I want to do about that. I have noticed there's a lot of Karens around here, so the last thing I want to do is put something branded with a phone number on it for them to call on my car, you know? So, like, they'll be the ones in the way and they'll get mad at you, you know? Or like, it's these like stupid little parking lot disputes where it's like, they just want to not admit that they made a mistake or something, and they're gonna pretend that you're the problem, so they'll call that number and be a bitch. So I just avoid it. And so I guess business cards would be the alternative. I've been looking into like prices on transportation and stuff, and parking and how much parking would cost, and going to a new city, then I would have to uh, do like a bike type situation is my plan. And I don't know if I'm gonna buy a bike or if I'm gonna rent a bike or if I'm gonna rent one until I can buy one, or what I'm gonna do. But that's gonna be the plan. And I can do like Rover, so I'm gonna be doing when I get there. I'm gonna turn everything back on as far as like dog walking, house drop-ins, and all that stuff. And I'll tighten my radius down because right now I have a 100-mile radius, which is the farthest you can go. But that's also like I'm willing to drive 100 miles. So, but with it being a different place, it's really far away from where I'm currently at, which is a good thing about the Rover app is they don't force you to use your current location or your home address or any of that stuff. They let you choose your location. And so I just used an address of a business in a different city, and then if I get clients for that radius in that city, then I can travel out there, and I have it set up that they have to schedule out 2 weeks in advance. So if they give me a 2 week notice, then that'll help me get out there. The thing with Rover is a lot of the stuff is kind of set up weird, so you have to be kind of paying attention. People who are my new clients now have to set up 2 weeks in advance, but the people who are already my clients, I think they still get the same rules as what they got when they signed up, and like the same pricing and everything is the same as when they signed up. And now that I've changed things, it only applies to my new clients. The new rates, the new rules, that only applies to my new clients. So my old clients, I'm not sure how I'm going to handle them. I'm fine keeping them at the same rates and stuff, but I would like to change that I do need a 2 week notice now. And I was fine with it being up front before, just because like I was new and I was trying to get people in and I was already in the area. I could just show up, like it was fine. So it's whatever. So I'm gonna make them schedule me out 2 weeks, and then we can, do whatever. Hopefully I'll get some clients out there and I can set up some meet and greets, get some money coming in. You don't get paid for the meet and greets specifically, but a meet and greet would be like the first step, and then do the dog sitting or whatever. And like I said, once I'm in the area, I'll start doing dog walking and drop-in visits again for people in that area, and hopefully that'll go well. I mean, I know doing it here, it's kind of sparse, few far between. I only have 2 clients, so hopefully out there, maybe there'll be more clients, maybe there'll be more dog owners, maybe it'll work out better. And it might not. It might not work out at all. I might have it set out for a different location for a long period of time and never get any clients. And I'm going to have to see what I'm going to do from there. If I'm going to change the location and try somewhere else, or if I'm going to bring it back here and just kind of hope my original clients come back to me. I don't know. So, because I don't know if they can book with me right now. Like with my location being changed, I don't know if my past people can book with me. Hopefully they can, but yeah, so I don't know. But and I've been doing the OnlyFans thing, and I've gotten money from OnlyFans. Like I've gotten subscribers and people to pay me, but OnlyFans has not paid me. And one person subscribed and then canceled after like 3 days. So I don't know if how that's gonna be handled. Like I know I need to watch it though, and like really keep tabs on like what's happening, because I don't want them to like not pay me for a subscriber just because they were only there for a few days. Like they chose to subscribe, they got to see the content they got to see. That I shouldn't be like, that's kind of like stealing in a way, I would feel like, because like they got some content even though it wasn't a month's worth of content. They weren't there for a month, and I'm new, so maybe they were expecting like a backlog or something to already be there. But most people say they refresh it every month, so that's probably what I'm gonna do too, is refresh it at the beginning of the month or something along those lines. I don't know, because then like if you have a subscriber coming in halfway through the month, I don't know. But or just like if a post has been up for 30 days, delete it. Maybe that's what I'll do. So there's not a backlog, but there'll always be like a backlog when you sign on. So um yeah, maybe that's what it was, because I was new and literally had nothing. Yeah, like I had like 10 pictures posted at that point. And I knew some people had said like, "Oh, when you start off, you're going to want to start off with like 30 pictures, yada yada." And I'm thinking, I mean, they can't really see from the outside, and also like I want to do different shoots. I want to do it across time, so I would rather have 10 good pictures than 30 bad of the same picture. So I just worked on it a little bit more slowly than that, and now I'm up to like 20 pictures or so, and I tend to post like 2 at a time, usually once or twice a day. And if anybody messages me and I'm on there and I see it, I reply. It's like it doesn't notify me like throughout the day and stuff, so like because I have to go to the website itself to be able to see the messages. It's not like an app that would send me a notification, hey, so and so messaged you. It's just like on there, and when I go to check it, I see it, but if I'm not on it, then I don't see it. So I don't know if people understand that's how it works, but that's how it works from my end. And so when I'm on there posting and stuff, if I see messages, I go ahead and check them. And yeah, hopefully I continue doing good at that. That's also something I need to be able to promote without like uh getting like shadow banned and all that kind of stuff, and then like getting banned and stuff, because some places it's like it depends on the app. It depends on like what it is. I've considered like, could I just take like a glass marker and write on my windows my OF thing, like would that be illegal? I don't know. But at the same time I'm like, I really don't want to be tagging my car with stuff. I don't know how I feel about that. So business cards for Rover, and as far as OnlyFans goes, what if I got business cards for that? I don't know. That'd be interesting. And I've touched on this before, but I've considered making a Patreon for my YouTube channels. I don't know like how I'm gonna handle it, if it's gonna be one Patreon or multiple Patreons, or probably just one. And I don't know. I'm gonna have to learn about it first before I can actually do it. So that's something I'm gonna need a little bit of time on. But if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments, or if you have a better idea of if doing it a different way might be a better idea. I know my goal is just to get monetized on YouTube, and I didn't feel like I'd really have that many supporters online. And since most of my supporters are coming from this channel that really like nobody ever um is gonna it's not gonna become like monetized, is what I meant to say. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of getting into this point where I'm not really making any sense. But so I've got, you know, this Rover thing. Rover does send me notifications at least, and like it'll tell me like immediately like the client wants to do it. And then DoorDash is even faster. It's like DoorDash, you turn it on, you'll start getting orders, you'll start getting money. And that's where most of my income comes from, is from DoorDash, because like it's pretty much guaranteed like, okay, I'm going to be making money, and you're paid by the hour, so you're paid by your time. And you don't exactly know how much you're going to get paid before you start it, because you don't know exactly how long it's going to take, but you know a rough estimate, and they give you a rough estimate of how long it's going to take. And there's different rates at different times. There's like, you can get paid like $20.50 to be working during a certain time, or it might be down to, what is it, like 14.50 or something. And you get tips on top of that, so whatever tips you get to keep. So like, it's about to rain right now, so I'm going to be working while it's raining, because people out here tip more when it's raining. So that's my plan for today. And I already had breakfast and lunch, and I'm going to want dinner later. And yeah, I mean, that's just kind of the day, a normal day of living in my car. And there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot that needs to be paid for, that needs to be funded, and so that's why I'm talking about the whole like monetary issues and stuff. But mostly I really wanted to make a video just because like I'm kind of just killing time before the rain starts. And I'm gonna wrap it up now, and I'm gonna go charge my phone and watch some videos and smoke some more schmeed, and do my thing. And yeah, bye.